the first video of Full Time Tactics. Welcome. We're going to be discussing the current state of the Premier League. That's my boy Musty. We see him on his phone. And yeah, I'm AJ. If anyone, y'all need that.
Okay. First, who is being relegated?
Who is being? It's such a simple thing to discuss. I think Wolves are gonna come back. To be honest, I think Wolves got a chance, bro. 10 points, 27 games. They good.
Yeah, no, they're being relegated. So definitely Wolves, Burnley, and
Burnley have to go.
I think so, and West Ham. So to be honest, the bottom three right now are being relegated. A lot of their players are in and out of form for each of those clubs.
I think that West Ham will probably survive. I think Nottingham Forest will survive too. Mm-hmm. Tottenham are looking so bad.
Yes.
And I get that they're a top 6 club, but it's unacceptable the way they're playing. They just sacked their Arsenal fan as their manager, Thomas Frank.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they understand that when you sign mid-table managers, you get a mid-table team.
Yep.
And when he was at Brentford, he would literally talk about how he adores Arsenal's tactics. So
got caught drinking out of Arsenal mug.
Exactly. It's embarrassing. Hopefully Igor Tudor can do better, because I know some people, those Arsenal fans, would probably like to see the London Derby, which will also be happening tomorrow. So let's hope they don't screw that up.
Yeah.
First game under Igor Tudor. Tottenham are 5 points away from relegation. The current state of the bottom 5 is very interesting because Nottingham Forest play Liverpool. And Liverpool, you don't know what you're going to get from Liverpool.
Mm-hmm. And same goes for West Ham. They're top of the relegation 3. And they drew United, so that's a positive for them. I think they can get out of relegation. And Tottenham their form is bad right now. So I think if there is a team in the Premier League that is not in relegation but will be relegated, I think it's Tottenham.
Yeah.
Unless their new manager does well.
Also think that West Ham have a very winnable game this weekend. It's Bournemouth home. So Somerville's been in good form. Love to see him doing well because I remember him at Leeds. He was unreal. Nottingham Forest, when they play Liverpool, they're playing at home. And I think that with Nottingham Forest, I'm sure some of us remember how last season Liverpool would go on these crazy winning streaks, and then they play Nottingham Forest, and they drop points. Obviously, they still won. But, yeah, I think Nottingham Forest could cause an upset because you just don't know what you're going to get from Liverpool. You never know.
I also think Nottingham Forest, they have good potential. They drew Arsenal this year. And last year they were in the top 3 for a while. So it just really, I think it depends on the manager and their players. It's really up to them. They could, like, next season especially, they could go pretty far if they just stay in form. But easier said than done, of course. But yeah, I think Nottingham Forest, even though they're right above relegation, I think they'll still avoid it.
Let's also not forget that Nottingham Forest have just signed their new coach. The Wolves coach from the start of the season, Vitor Pereira. They sacked Sean Dyche. Kind of sad about that, but I don't know if that's gonna save them. Their goalkeeper is injured, but enough about relegation teams. Move on to Tottenham, bro. Tottenham. Why are they so good in the Champions League?
I don't know.
They beat Dortmund, and they finished in 3rd or 4th place in the Champions League. But in the Premier League, week in and week out, they're getting cooked.
Yep.
How can you be 5 points away from relegation in your top 6 club, and you're also in the Champions League round of 16 automatically?
Mm-hmm.
I think when I realized, I don't think Spurs fans noticed the fact they finished in 17th place last season. Yes, the bottom 3 last year were exceptionally horrible, but they still finished in 17th place, but still managed to get Champions League. And that Europa League final last year, my team, United, was playing. That, honestly, neither one of us deserved Champions League. And United didn't get it, but United also aren't going to get relegated. So,
They're gonna get it this year. I can tell you that.
yeah, this Tottenham side is a bit unlucky, but last year they were blamed on the tactics and Postecoglou for their players getting injured because they had that stupid high pressing style. But now they just sit back and defend like Arsenal, and they rely on set pieces.
Because of Thomas Frank, because he thinks Arsenal is glorious, which they are, but their tactics don't work for everyone. Yeah. Tottenham is just, they're doing good in the Champions League, as AJ said, but I just I think this year they might be relegated if they can't get their act together, which I don't see them doing. It's midway through the year and they're doing almost just as bad as they did at the end of last season.
Last season, oh my gosh, it's horrifying. The top 4 is a very interesting, and I encourage everyone who likes the Premier League to watch this part of the table and watch these games over the next few weeks, because this is going to be a very, very interesting top 4 season. I think the title race, we'll talk about that later. Got a sensitive Arsenal fan sitting next to me, so it's a very tough time for him right now. Previous trauma over the last 3 years. But you got Aston Villa, you got United, you got Chelsea, you got Liverpool. Maybe even Brentford if Liverpool do bad enough, which sounds insane because a few years ago Brentford were a relegation club. I think United are going to get top 4. I don't think Liverpool are going to finish in a Champions League place.
I agree.
I think Chelsea will do it again because Liverpool are just,
they're really inconsistent right now.
yeah, they're all over the place.
Arne Slot, to be honest, last season I think he got a bit lucky. And their transfers this year, like Florian Wirtz, he has recently started getting goal contributions.
Cooking.
Yeah, and they've been doing just that little bit better than they have been at the start of the season. Isak, he wasn't doing very well. Then he scored one of his earliest goals, and he got injured. And yeah, and Frimpong, he is not playing, but he's also not getting results. He's not incredible at defending.
I think signing Frimpong was a mistake.
I think it was they were just trying to get him and Wirtz in a package.
Yeah, and I feel like Frimpong, signing him is basically like signing Trent. I think Connor Bradley should be the one stepping up, and then whenever Salah goes to Saudi, I think Frimpong can go and play right mid. That might sound crazy, but he's so much better at attacking, and he's such a small. He has that low center of gravity, so his dribbling, of course, is top tier. Yeah, I think Liverpool are just, in that first year, I think we all have to remember at the end of the season for the last 4 match rounds, or just all the time after they won the title officially, because they were so far ahead of Arsenal. After they won that title, they just stopped trying, because they got knocked out the Champions League, and they were drawing matches. They did not win a single match from that point on. So, I think that's when Arne Slot's tactics really kicked in. because he's trying to play like Bayern in this ultra attacking formation. Because if you ever looked at Bayern's shape and form, it's like a two in the back, two midfielders, and then all these people in attack. I think Slot was trying to mimic that. But I don't think it's working because they have their theme this season is late goals, whether they're scoring them or conceding them. I think from the start of the season they looked unreliable, even though they kept getting lucky. But you can't play like that. You can't just keep relying on late chances and things like that. It's your luck runs out, and that's why they're one of the worst ever Premier League sides after winning the title. Besides Leicester, but yeah, they are. I don't think they're getting top four. Chelsea, maybe, but I think United beats out Chelsea and Liverpool for top four.
So our top four is what? Arsenal, City,
Villa, and
Chelsea, United.
Yeah. I don't think Villa. I mean, Villa could screw it up, but
I don't see them doing that.
yeah.
Unless Chelsea goes on a run, but they're quite a bit behind right now. Yeah, I can't see that happening. Aston Villa, I think they'll win the Europa League as well.
Yeah. So they really don't need top four, but I don't think they're going to be screwing it up in the Premier League. Of course, Aston Villa have it out for United because of that last game of the season, where they just missed out on Champions League due to VAR making a mistake, and then it led to a rule change because Bayern claimed he had handled the ball fully, but Morgan Rogers scored. So, yeah, Aston Villa, it's a great team. I have to be honest. I remember the game against United where he was terrorizing us, and he scored those 2 goals. Yeah, Villa, they're also somewhat in the title race. This year we actually have a 3-way title race, but it's a talk for a different time.
Okay then. Our top four.
Top 4. Yeah. Arsenal, City, Villa, United.
There you have it. Okay. Which brings us to our next topic. Arsenal. I can't say I've been happy with our recent form, but we need to see it through. We do this every year. We get off to a great start. We win games. We're consistent. And then, well, there we go. The mid-table teams, we draw them and we lose to them, and we bottle the Prem. It happens every year for the past 30-something years, and it's getting frustrating, to be honest. My dad's also an Arsenal fan, and we're not allowed to say anything about them in front of him. It's just it's bad. But I think this year if we stay in form, which we need to, then we can see it through. This year, I think Arteta has done a great job with signing players that will bring depth to our lineup. And I think that our subs, even if they're not bringing the best results, they can. And next season they will for sure. A player like Madueke, he's a great player. And he has like 3 or 4 goals. And the only winger that has played the only winger that's played more than scored more goals than him is Anton Semenyo, or left winger that's played. Okay, the only left winger that has scored more goals than Noni Madueke this year is
it right winger?
Okay. The only right winger. Wait.
It's Semenyo's left winger.
No.
And there's got to be a.
I saw
It's probably one of those
post.
stupid Arsenal things.
No, I saw a post that said like
It's not true. And Buemo's scored way more.
no
than
in
him.
2026.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. Arsenal. What are you doing? I'm a United fan. I can't stand blue. If I see blue ribbons on this title again, if I see it, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's not even going to be that surprising because you do this every year. Every single year. It's that Harumbo mess. Why against Wolves, the team that y'all dominated the entire game? Why? Tell me why you think it makes sense to sit back with that 9 in the back formation and guard the box?
I couldn't answer your question if I tried. Honestly, I question the Harambal tactics. We play well for most of the game, but once we get one, like we're not scoring enough. We're not scoring enough. 2 goals is not cutting it. 2 goals guarantees a draw at the most. It's just not cutting it. We need to score 3 goals a match minimum, and we need to stop sitting back. Harambal is not working.
Yeah, I don't know what Ryan Gabriel had going on, but why is it every single year? And it was a 19-year-old that scored. Edozie, just a random 19-year-old, first ever professional match, and he scored against Arsenal to probably contribute to City's title race. I don't know what's gonna happen this year because there's Aston Villa with 51 points. There's City with 54 or 53, something like that. There's only like 4 points in between the third place and first place. So Arsenal gonna end up in third place. I don't know why this happens to them every single year. It must be the pressure, but they were doing so well. And still, at times, they look a bit dry. It's not the best team you want to watch. It's not as free-flowing as Liverpool or nowhere near as free-flowing as City, but they're 1,000 times better defensively. So I think Arteta has to... I don't know. I also don't think... One of the big problems is your left wing spot.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Eze not playing left wing?
Yeah, that which leads me to what I was gonna say next. Eze has to be playing left wing. He's a player. Gyökeres, he's not scoring that many goals because Arsenal's wingers are now Saka, and Martinelli, Trossard. I feel like most of them, Saka, he's a bit more of a playmaker, but they're trying to score for themselves. And Gyökeres is used to having wingers put it on a plate for him almost, send crosses constantly, and give him the ball. But Arsenal's wingers are still trying to score for themselves. But a player like Eze, who has played around players like Mateta, who have a similar play style, they're more used to a striker like that. They probably know their play style a bit better, and it's a little bit easier for them to both thrive, and it makes them both look well. So I think Arteta and Arsenal, they should try and putting Eze at left wing and Gyökeres as striker, and in a game here soon, like an FA Cup game or something like that, because we're getting desperate, and it's one of the only things we haven't tried, and I think we need to. We just give him a few matches. Trust the process.
Don't say that mess.
Okay.
Every single year. How many years has it been? How many years? Arteta took over in what? COVID? Took up during COVID. Saka seems like he's being revived as a 10. I love it. He looks great there. He's dribbling. He scored the other day. Act like he scored 10 goals. Ended his 15-game goal drought.
Jesus.
What is that? His 4th goal from open play in 400-something days. But I love Saka, but I just think he's so much better than what Arsenal are doing. I don't think the tactic suits him. Because I don't feel...
Other than the corners.
Yeah, that's it. But that's also how he managed 10 assists in 5 weeks last season. He hasn't been the same since the hamstring injury. But I also don't think you have to use Havertz again. Because Havertz looks good this season.
He does.
Gyökeres, I really don't like Gyökeres. His stats look good on paper, but I don't think he plays well.
Yeah, you say that every time.
Yeah, he's just not. If you think about that, those 4 goals he scored against City last year in the Champions League, 3 of them were pens. And then 1 was a chip. Great finish. But I don't know. It reminds me of Nicholas Jackson. It looks good on paper, but the stuff that I've seen him do, even though he's scoring, it's just not good.
Jackson.
Everybody who was saying that Gyökeres is better than Šeško, maybe right now, but
I don't know. Šeško's been dipping into form lately. Yeah, he's scored in his last
5 games. They have similar goal records right now, but
I saw a video that was it made Šeško it defined him as a great striker. I'll have to find it and show you sometime. But it was a crazy in-depth stat, but it was goals per minute, goals per game, something like that. I don't know. I'll have to find it.
1.28 goals per game right now.
Per half.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Šeško, that's another person we have to talk about. Šeško basically fits the modern day striker. He's huge, his shot's insane, and he can dribble.
Okay, so we're moving on to United now.
United.
Yep.
My favorite club. I don't think we want that guy to cut his hair. I don't want him to cut his hair. I want him to keep making money. I think he wants to cut his hair, but maybe next year we could win the Premier League. Still gonna have long hair. United, bro. They're so good right now. And I think Bruno's going to break the Premier League assist record and get more than 20 assists in a season. I also read something about Bruno, about the best midfielders, the 20 best midfielders in Premier League history. And Bruno was 20. And that feels wrong.
That's low.
Yeah, it feels wrong. But when you think about what he's won, he hasn't won anything.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's no Premier League, no Champions League. It's just a few FA Cups, the EFL Cup. It's okay. It's some Arsenal trophies.
Okay, bro.
I think, between if De Bruyne didn't exist, then Bruno would be the best attacking midfielder of the last 10 years, at least. And he's very underrated, I think. United fans are in and out with him. I want him to stay for at least 1 more season. But with Casemiro leaving, just who do you think we should get for midfield? Because I would like to have Baleba. But ever since the first rumors about him coming, his form has dropped by a ton. So I think midfield that's the target.
And a left back, because Luke Shaw is not gonna cut it next year.
Yeah, Luke Shaw, no.
Bruno, he's getting older. I don't know if United will renew his contract when it expires. So I think y'all should aim your sights at Cole Palmer.
Yeah, United Cole fans. Palmer rumors. It's unrealistic, but it is realistic. He supported United when he was younger, and he also isn't opposed to it. But I also don't think he really likes Liam Rosenier, because today when he got subbed off, he wasn't happy about that. Of course, he didn't act like Vinny and throw a fit, but I don't think he likes that guy. But someone more realistic, if we sell Bruno to Saudi, next €100 million offer that comes in for him, I want us to take it. If we get something in next January, I'm fine with that. Yeah, midfield. There's rumors about Torali, Baleba. Who else? Let's see. Elliot Anderson. I would love Elliot Anderson, bro. I feel like that kind of like having two Kobe Mainus in midfield, except one's white, but he's so good. And Mainu, he's being revived under Carrick because he's actually playing. His last few games, you get to see his passing, his dribbling, that silky midfielder that Paul Scholes compared to Zidane a few years ago.
Paul Scholes said some outrageous stuff, by the way.
Yeah,
He has a bunch of hot takes.
Paul Scholes is a United fan for sure. Real United fan. But yeah, I think United are going to have a great season. Just continue the way we're going. I would love to finish in second place. Might be a little unrealistic, but at the same time, I feel like it's possible because Aston Villa, I think we can like get real tight with Aston Villa. But yeah, Champions League next season. I think Amarin was actually right about the thought process of us not having Champions League football actually helping us because we get to focus just on the Premier League. It's kind of like what Napoli had last season. They won the Serie A because they had no European football. They also had Scott McTominay, which was another person I wish we could have kept. Also Greenwood. I know he's a rapist, but the girl forgave him, so I think we should have just kept him. Banned him for a little while. We need Greenwood, bro. That Greenwood.
Okay, enough of you. Okay, fixtures for tomorrow. Unlock this thingy.
Fixtures.
I know one of them is Arsenal Tottenham. I'm not gonna say too much. We just need to win that game. Please, Mr. Arteta, play Eze. Just play Eze. He's so good against Tottenham.
What's Igor Tudor going to do today, bro? What's he going to do?
But yeah,
I'm really interested to see that match. I also want to see your dad react to that match.
Yeah, me too. Well, he's actually not gonna watch it.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not gonna watch Arsenal games. But anyways, who else is playing? Nottingham Forest to Liverpool. That's right. Go Forest. Sunderland and Fulham. So here's the thing about Sunderland. They just came from the Champions League, the Championship, and they're actually a decent side. I have a lot of appreciation for them.
Joe Bellingham should have stayed.
Yeah, he should have.
But then Xhaka would have came back. Actually, yes, he would have. Imagine them in midfield, bro.
Bellingham and Xhaka.
Oh my gosh.
Would have been a great duo.
I mean, Joe, he's been good recently, so
yeah. But I think Sunderland should have that one. Crystal Palace and Wolves. The thing about Crystal Palace is, like, in the beginning of the season, they beat Liverpool 3 or 4 times. I just don't know what happened to them. They sold Gahey. They sold, who else did they sign? Eze. They sold Eze. But they signed Strand Larson.
Yeah, Strand Larson cooked the other day.
Yeah. Oh, now he's playing his old club.
And they still have Sarr.
They do.
I feel bad for Sarr, bro. Came back from AFCON and everybody's going.
Yep.
Poor guy. Sarr is a baller.
He is.
I have to be honest. 10 plus goals in his first 2 seasons.
Yeah. And there's anyone on Monday? Everton and United. United should have that one. Simple as that.
We're playing it. Is it Hill Dickinson or is it Goodison? I mixed them up. Hill Dickinson. Yeah, we're playing at Hill Dickinson Stadium. Last time we played them at our home, Idrissa Gana Gueye, this idiot, smacked Roy Keane. I mean, what's his name? Not Roy Keane. Keane. And got a red card. We still drew. So, hopefully, some foolery done like that happens again. I don't want that. But I'm not going to get too cocky. That's been the key to United's last 5 games. I've just been calm, focused on the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's what you were saying against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Just the next 5 minutes, and it
That's all
worked.
that matters.
It really worked.
Stay calm.
Yeah.
We can't get cocky because we could United. We could just bottle. We can get relegated. We do some dumb stuff, bro. So I don't really like to talk about United games until we win, or after the result. But yeah, is that all for today?
I think that is.
That's it.
Well, if you're watching till now, thank you so much for watching our first video.
Should be
right.
releasing on
If you have any, Fridays. We're releasing on Fridays.
Saturdays, kind of.
And Saturdays. It just depends. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, we have our email on our channel. So go ahead and send us an email. Let us know if you want us to do something next. We'll be developing sponsors, promos, stuff like that, hopefully soon. So stay tuned to see what happens. Let us know if you want us to do any other leagues, focus on players. I don't know when, but soon we're gonna do a podcast specifically for a video specifically for Wonder Kids.
Yeah, we have some new ideas. Had to start simple. But we have a lot of topics. So if you have any ideas, please just send the email.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Okay, bad dog.